Hello again, Lockpicking Paul here, and what I've got tonight is a GeGe, and it's a slightly older one. It's in tremendous condition, 6 pins, counter milling, all serrated pins, and I find this lock really very difficult. It's been sitting in my naughty bucket for quite a while, and I was away on a fishing trip recently. And I sat there pondering some of the locks that I should be able to open that haven't been able to open. And I just thought, you know what, this lock came to mind, and it's got tremendous tolerances in it, which is one of the things that makes it really rather difficult. And I thought, you know what, I think I've been using too much tension. So I got back off a trip, put this thing in a vise, really backed the tension right off to virtually nothing. And the lock started talking to me, and I found that I could open it. It's still something I have to really concentrate on, but it does open reliably now. It's just one of those things that just goes to show you really have to think about what you're actually doing and the effect it might be having on the lock. So in a minute, I'm going to get this set up in a vise, we'll get it all focused in, and we'll get it picked and gutted, which brings me to the next point, which is this is a beautiful, complete old GeGe, and I'm not going to cut it in half like I normally would with a Euro, which is just as well, because I was sent this not too long ago. It's a front pinning shoe kit, made by a fellow called Gaz on the UK Locksport forum, and it's beautiful. Now, I'm not an expert in using front pinning shoes. I think more by luck than judgment. It's worked out absolutely fine thanks to the fit of these things. They are superb. So if all goes to plan, we'll be able to gut this with no trouble at all, hopefully using these lovely tools. Right, so let me get set up, and we'll come on back once we're all focused in. See you shortly. Okay, all ready to go. I'm going to really concentrate on this because I don't find this lock easy at all. So I'm not going to say a great deal. And there we go. That is open, which is, for this lock, a fast open. I'm really pleased with that. The counter milling makes the feedback from this lock really muted. All right, so let's get it gutted. And I've got a new toy to play with the gutting. Just going to make sure we've got the focus all set up. There we go. Right, so I'm going to turn this to the bottom of the keyway. And for the first time, for me on camera at least, I'm going to use a front gutting shoe. I'm just going to change this, get it sorted. Right, where is that? So this was made for me by a fellow called Gaz on the UK Locksport forum. And he makes these, I think, they're sort of like handouts for people, various people on the forum. And they are simply beautiful. This is a 6-pin insert, but he makes a 5-pin insert to go with it. And I think these are probably silver soldered, but you can't see the join. But it's so nice. And then with those, it's an absolutely beautiful pinning shoe. Some kind of resin, which has a grub screw in the center there. So what we'll do is we'll get that circlip off. I have had this apart before, so I took the spring circlip off, which is absolutely murder, and replaced it with a brass one. Come on, don't mess me about. Because I thought this would be easier. It's coming. Yeah. It's a bit mangled, but we're not going to replace it with the brass. We're going to put a spring steel one back in when we've finished. There we go. All right, so and this is only the second time I've ever used a front pinning shoe. It's just tiny and it fits perfectly. And we'll pull the core out, if it'll come. There we go. We'll come to that in a second. All right, let's get these pins dumped out. Oh, that's for drill protection. More drill protection. Right. So the pins, the key pins are standards. They're big pins. And the core has, I'm going to show you this, hang on. Core has countermilling in 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and that's what causes the aggro with reading the feedback of a lock. And the tolerances in this lock are super duper. So light tension, I find, really does help with that. Okay, so slot this on top of the pinning shoe. Pull that down slightly. That should go in. Go in. Why is that not going in? Try again. There we go. Right, we can just take this off. And tweezers. Make sure I'm turning this the right way. Okay. What I find with these is I'm a bit clumsy, so the pins tend to shoot out. Here you go, classic serrated. You do have to take the springs out with this. Steel springs. can come out. So kind of monotonous inside here. We've got classic GeGe pins in all 6 chambers. Here we go. Right. And there we go, it's for the last one. Right, let's bring that onto the camera, and there you go. 6-pin classic GeGe. I think much tougher than something like the 6-pin GeGe P Extra, even with the trap pin. The tolerances in these older GeGes seem to be quite a lot better, and don't see them too often with the round key. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Sorry, took a little while. That was only my second front shoe gutting. It's nice to get good with a new technique. Cheers. Thank you.